Ever wished you could build one of those super fast e-commerce sites?
Yeah.
You know, the ones that look
Mm-hmm.
amazing on phones and
Yeah,
really make your customers happy.
for sure.
Well, that's where Vue storefront developers come in.
Yeah, they're the key.
And today we are diving deep
Nice.
into the
Yeah.
world of hiring these e-commerce wizards.
Love it.
We're going to tackle the most common questions people have.
Okay. It's good.
Like, what do they actually do?
Mm,
What makes them so special?
right.
And of course, how much do they cost?
The big question.
And to help us answer all these questions,
Okay.
we've got insights straight from theperfectdeveloper.com.
Ah, great resource.
They really are the go-to source for anything and everything about hiring developers.
Couldn't agree more.
And by the way, if you want to get a head start on your search right now,
Okay.
head over to theperfectdeveloper.com and try the 5 questions.
I've heard about this.
It's seriously the fastest way to find the perfect developer for your project.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Let's break this down for our listeners.
okay.
What exactly does a Vue storefront developer do?
Well, imagine you're building a house,
Okay.
a regular Vue.js developer. They can probably build like the basic framework.
Okay.
But a Vue storefront developer,
Yeah.
they specialize in creating the storefront itself.
Okay.
You know, those beautifully designed,
Right.
user-friendly interfaces
Nice.
that customers actually interact with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're the ones who make browsing a joy,
Mm-hmm.
check out a breeze,
Right.
and that whole shopping experience so smooth and intuitive.
Yeah, those are the stores that I love to shop at.
Absolutely.
So they're like the architects
Yes,
of those
yeah.
really sleek online stores.
Yeah.
So what makes them different from, say, a regular Vue.js developer?
Okay.
Or someone who specializes in a different framework?
Right, like React.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Vue Storefront is
Mhm.
built specifically for e-commerce.
Okay.
So it utilizes the power and flexibility of Vue.js, but with this laser focus on building really high-performing
Yeah.
and engaging online shops.
I see.
So they're not just coding wizards.
Mm-hmm.
They also understand online shopping behavior,
Huh.
how to optimize for conversions,
Makes sense.
and how to create experiences that keep customers coming back for more.
Wow. So it's not just about knowing the code.
Hmm.
It's about understanding like the entire e-commerce world.
Exactly.
That's really impressive.
It is.
Okay, so let's get down to the real question here.
All right.
The nitty-gritty money.
Everyone wants to know.
What kind of investment are we looking at
Okay.
when we want to hire a Vue storefront developer?
Well, as with any specialized skill set,
Right.
the cost can vary.
Of course.
It depends on experience,
Mhm.
location,
Yep.
whether you're hiring full-time or freelance.
Yeah, all those factors.
But just to give you a general idea,
Okay.
theperfectdeveloper.com reports that in the U.S.,
Okay.
you're looking at an average salary range somewhere between $90,000.
To $180,000 per year.
Wow.
And that's for experienced Vue storefront developers.
So that's a significant investment.
Yeah, it is.
But if you're serious about building a top-notch e-commerce platform, it sounds like it could be worth it.
Absolutely.
Especially considering the impact
Yeah.
a great online store can have on your bottom line.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we've established Vue. Storefront developers are in high demand.
Definitely.
They bring a pretty unique set of skills to the table.
Yeah.
But let's say I'm ready to start the hiring process.
Okay.
Where do I even begin to find these talented people?
Well, you're in luck
Oh,
because theperfectdeveloper.com,
okay.
they've made this whole process so much easier.
How so?
They've got this platform.
Okay.
It uses a combo of AI and human expertise
Oh, wow.
to connect businesses with the perfect developers for their needs.
So they're not just like throwing resumes at you.
No, not at all.
They're actually like matching you.
Yeah, think of it as like a matchmaker.
Not for your development needs.
I like that.
You tell them what you're looking for. They
Yeah.
do all the hard work.
That sounds pretty efficient.
It is.
But let's say I'm a little old school.
Okay.
I want to explore other options.
All right.
What are some other ways to find Vue storefront developers?
Networking is always a great option.
Okay.
Attending industry events,
Mhm.
conferences,
Yeah.
even online meetups
Yeah.
can help you connect with some really talented developers.
So it's all about being proactive, putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
But once I've got like a pool of candidates,
Okay.
how do I know who's the right fit?
That's where the real due diligence comes in.
Okay.
The perfectdeveloper.com, they recommend
Yeah.
going beyond the standard interview process.
I see.
And incorporating assessments that test both technical skills and problem-solving abilities.
So like coding challenges.
Exactly.
Maybe ask them to walk through how they'd approach a project.
Yeah, hypothetical project. You want to see how they think,
Okay.
how they approach challenges,
Yeah.
how they communicate their ideas.
Communication is so important.
It is, and don't underestimate those soft skills.
Right, especially when you're working in a team.
Absolutely. Look for strong communicators,
Mm-hmm.
team players,
Yep.
and people who are adaptable to change.
I feel like those things can be hard to assess in a traditional interview.
They can be.
So what do you suggest?
Well, theperfectdeveloper.com suggests
Okay.
incorporating behavioral interview questions
Right.
and scenario-based exercises
Okay.
so you can really get a better understanding of how candidates handle real-world situations.
So put them in like a hypothetical situation.
Exactly.
See how they react.
See how they think on their feet.
Okay, I like that.
You might ask them to describe a time they had to resolve a conflict within a team or how they dealt with a challenging deadline.
Makes sense.
Put them under a little pressure.
Okay, so we found the perfect candidate. We've checked all their references.
Good.
We're ready to make an offer.
Great.
Now comes the negotiation.
The fun part.
Any tips for navigating that conversation smoothly?
Well, theperfectdeveloper.com,
Yeah.
they emphasize being transparent and fair.
Okay.
Do your research, understand the market rate
Right.
for Vue storefront developers with similar experience in your area.
Well.
Be upfront about your budget,
Right.
what you're willing to offer,
Be honest.
but also be open to hearing their expectations.
It's all about finding that sweet spot
Exactly.
where both sides feel good about the agreement.
Yeah.
So the contract is signed,
Okay.
but it doesn't end there, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We need to make sure this new developer feels welcomed,
Absolutely.
integrated into the team,
Important.
and set up for success.
That's key.
And that's where onboarding comes in.
That is where it comes in.
And this is where theperfectdeveloper.com,
Yeah,
they really shine.
they do.
They have a ton of resources and guidance on creating that seamless and effective onboarding experience
Right.
that really sets new developers up to thrive.
And they have this great analogy
Okay,
about the empty chair test.
the empty chair test.
Yeah, have you heard of this?
I haven't. Tell me more.
So they ask
Okay.
if this new developer suddenly wasn't there tomorrow,
Okay.
would the team have enough information and context to keep the project moving forward?
Wow, that's a really good way to think about it.
It is.
So it's not just about giving them a laptop,
Right.
showing them a coffee machine.
No.
It's about really integrating them into the team,
Exactly.
giving them what they need to succeed.
Yeah, the knowledge.
The resources.
It's like a holistic approach
It is.
to bringing new talent on board.
And remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed by any of this, theperfectdeveloper.com is a really valuable resource.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot today.
We have, and their 5 questions tool
Yeah.
that can help guide you through this whole process. So even if our listener isn't ready to hire right now,
Yeah.
they can still benefit from theperfectdeveloper.com.
Absolutely. Their resources are designed to support businesses at every stage.
That's fantastic. Okay, so let's say we've gone through the whole process.
All right.
We found our Vue storefront developer.
Yeah.
We've negotiated everything. They are officially part of the team.
Great.
But our job isn't done, is it?
Not quite.
We need to make sure they feel welcome,
Absolutely.
supported,
Important.
and ready to hit the ground running.
Yeah, that's where onboarding comes in.
Exactly. So onboarding.
Huge.
What does theperfectdeveloper.com say about this?
Well, they really stress that it's not just about paperwork,
Okay.
introductions. It's about setting them up for success.
So it's more than just like...
Yeah, it's not just like, here's your desk.
Right,
Here's
exactly.
your computer. Good luck.
It's more about giving them the tools.
Yes, giving them the tools and the knowledge.
So where do we start?
Well, they talk about both practical and symbolic gestures.
Okay, I like that.
So on the practical side,
Yeah.
make sure they have all the logins they need,
Right.
access to project management tools,
Yeah.
all the relevant documentation.
So removing those roadblocks
Exactly.
so they can get started right away.
From day one.
But it's not just about the practical stuff, is it?
No.
We want them to feel like they're part of the team.
Absolutely. That's key.
What do they suggest for that?
Well, they recommend creating a really welcoming atmosphere.
Okay.
Team introductions.
Yeah.
Maybe a personal note from their manager.
Oh, that's nice.
Or even a small welcome gift.
Yeah. Little things can go a long way.
They really can.
But once the welcome party's over,
Right.
We got to get down to business.
Yeah.
How do we make sure they're successful?
Well, clarity is key.
Okay.
ThePerfectDeveloper.com recommends outlining expectations,
Right.
responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
performance metrics very clearly.
So giving them like a roadmap.
Exactly. Like, here's what success looks like.
Here's how we get there.
Exactly.
But it's not just about setting expectations.
No.
It's about supporting them along the way.
Right. Regular check-ins, constructive feedback,
Yeah.
opportunities for professional development.
So important.
It all contributes to their growth.
It's about finding that balance between pushing them.
Yeah, challenge and support.
But also giving them that support.
Exactly.
But it's not just about individual success, is it?
No, it's not.
It's about making them part of the team.
Right, the team dynamic.
How do we do that?
Well, theperfectdeveloper.com, they talk about promoting open communication, encouraging knowledge sharing, and really creating a culture where everyone feels comfortable.
Right, where they can ask questions.
Exactly, asking questions, offering ideas.
So it's about working together.
Absolutely.
But let's be real.
Okay.
Even on the best teams, conflicts happen.
They do.
What do we do about that?
Well, they recommend establishing very clear communication channels and protocols for addressing those conflicts.
So having a plan in place.
Exactly. And they also talk about active listening.
Oh, that's so important. Empathy.
Understanding different perspectives.
Yeah, and finding solutions that work for everyone.
It's not about avoiding conflict.
No.
It's about handling it the right way.
Exactly.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From finding the right Vue storefront developer to hiring them, to onboarding them.
The whole process.
And what really stands out to me is how much theperfectdeveloper.com emphasizes the human side of all of this.
It's not just about finding someone who can code.
Right. It's about finding the right fit.
Yeah.
Nurturing their talent.
Absolutely.
And creating an environment where they can really thrive.
Couldn't agree more.
And for our listeners, if you're ready to start your own Vue storefront journey, don't forget about theperfectdeveloper.com.
Great research. And their amazing 5 questions tool.
It's a game changer.
It's the fastest way to find the perfect developer for your project.
Absolutely.
Head over to theperfectdeveloper.com and try it today.
Do it.
Until next time, happy hiring.